What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 8, Episode 15. So if you have not seen the 15th episode of Season 8 of The Real Housewives of Potomac, turn this video off, go watch the episode, and come back and watch this video. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. It is a simple and free way to support my channel. I can't stress enough how much support you give by just liking the video or subscribing to my channel. It is free and anonymous. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when I post. I am also not a public speaker, so I will tend to fumble my words. You will hear me say so like 1,000 times. I will stop to regain my thoughts if I have to. I will slow my speaking down to regain my thoughts if I have to. I will be looking at my notes that I take throughout the show. And anything I say, it's my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. And comment below what you would grade this episode. If I forget anything or if I'm off on anything in particular, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you would grade this episode. All that good stuff. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. What happened on this episode? This episode was pretty mid. I'm ready for the season to be over. I thought this season was going to end when Married to Medicine did. So, oh yes, I did burn my arm, if you noticed. It looks kind of cool, though, like a fucking tattoo. But yeah, I burned my arm real bad. But anyways. Yeah, I thought the season was going to be over when Married to Medicine ended, but I guess not. It's still going along, and it's just giving us these mid-ass episodes. I don't understand why they're doing it. I'm going to give it, I don't know. It's teeter-tottering between that. It's between a B- and a C+. I know I do that a lot, but it's between there. And mostly because I don't remember what happened. Which is why I will give the review. I will give the grade again at the end of this review. But for now, I'm going to put it between a B- and a C+, because I can't really remember everything, which is not a good thing. So, yeah, last chance. This is the Real Housewives of Potomac review, Season 8, Episode 15. If you have not seen that episode, turn this video off, because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. Jaden went out because I was talking so much. Okay, so the episode begins where it left off at the end of the last week's episode, where Wendy and Candace come over to where Giselle, Robin, Mia, and Ashley are sitting, asking them what were they just talking about. And they were talking about Wendy and Candace were allegedly making faces when Giselle was talking about her daughter when they were at dinner the night before or earlier that day, whatever. So Wendy, Candace, Karen comes over there. What were you guys talking about? So Giselle tries to we'll talk about it later, or she says something to basically we not about to talk about it. And I'm just like, nah, bring the shit up. So Robin, surprisingly, is like, well, I just felt like it was weird. You and Candace, says to Wendy, you and Candace was making faces when Giselle was talking about her daughter. Oh, excuse me. So Wendy, she brings up Giselle calling her out last season about her allegedly looking at Grace cockeyed when Giselle had some event. I can't remember what it was last season at her house, and Grace was there. She says when it comes to Giselle's daughter, she doesn't say anything because of the environment that Giselle has put out there. So then Candace says, whenever Giselle speaks, I do not care, and I just feel uncomfortable because I don't care for Giselle, and she doesn't care for what Giselle has going on. She says, but when it comes to your daughter, I do want her to be well. And she says that, she says when it comes to Grace, I want her to be well. And so Ashley gets up and is like, then why were you chuckling or snickering, whatever the fuck Ashley said. So Candace and Wendy are like, it had nothing to do with Grace. And I know it might sound like I'm taking sides because I do fuck with Wendy and Candace, but I really honestly don't think it had shit to do with Grace. I feel like they was having their own little moment because of the fact that it was Giselle talking and they don't like Giselle. I feel like they literally just tuned her out and was on their own time turn. And like I said in my last review, Candace when Giselle brought up that Grace was graduating, Candace said congratulations, and Giselle did not respond, say thank you or anything. So that's what I honestly think Candace and Wendy were making faces about. Like, Candace was making like, bitch, you see I said congratulations, this bitch didn't say nothing back. That's what I felt like it was about. And let's not forget when who was it? Was it Giselle? I mean, was it Wendy or was it Candace? Let's not forget the faces that Robin and Giselle was making when Wendy was bringing up her mother being sick at the beginning of the season or a couple of episodes back. They make faces too. But we just pointed it out when it's Wendy and Candace. Like, come on. Like what Candace said, the goalpost is never moving, or whatever she said a couple of episodes ago. And I felt her on that. There's always something when it comes to the dark-skinned girls. So Candace and Wendy say that it had nothing to do with Grace. So then Robin announces, oh, we're going to be doing a Havana Nights thing for Ashley's birthday since we couldn't do it on her actual birthday or something like that because of some type of alert that they put out about the air pollution that day or something like that. I don't remember. Then we get this little scene with Karen. I thought this was funny. Karen goes to Robin. And you know they don't fuck with each other. She's like, how are you 38 minutes late to your own dinner? And Robin's like, you didn't go check on the other girls? I thought that was funny. I was like, it's your dinner, though. That's why she came to you. So all the ladies, they come downstairs for the Havana Nights, Havana-themed dinner. I hate to say that Giselle was the best dressed for me. I hate to say it, though. I hate to say it. I can't stand Giselle, but she was the best dressed. That little shaky gold little number she had on, I felt like that was super cute. I felt like she was the best dressed for me. Hate to say it, but yeah. I didn't like what Wendy had on, surprisingly. I don't usually pay attention to looks, but I did like that dress that Giselle had on. Unfortunately. But then she get to doing her corny ass dances. Giselle is so corny. Ashley comes out in this whole carnival type outfit, like it's a two-piece looking like carnival and got the little thing. I don't know. Candace says in her confession, Ashley looked like Chiquita Banana $2 hoe. Candace be funny as shit. I'm loving Candace this season. She ain't. I was mad that she kept trying to see it for Robin, but now I'm liking this I don't give a fuck now. As far as her, Robin and Giselle. I'm loving it. I'm like, just keep that energy, Candace. We wanted that anyway. So they all sitting down and Karen, I'm just like, why, Karen? Why? Why did she ask this? So she asked Candace and Robin if there is any chance to progress in their relationship. I'm just like, why did we ask this? I'm cool with them just being cordial. I don't need them to be cool. So Robin says, oh, from my experience, Candace doesn't think she did anything wrong. She slandered me repeatedly. It's actually defamation. What Candace wrote online about her, saying that Robin lied and was plotting on Candace and her husband to cover up her own relationship issues, kind of gave that. And what makes me so mad is like the whole world was saying this about you, Robin. The producers, Andy Cohen, everybody said this about you, but you have this hurt so deep for Candace, just because she's on the show with you and y'all supposed to be friends. Look what you did though. It's just like Robin is annoying because she's not taking no accountability. Everybody said the same thing about you, but you have it so you so mad at Candace for saying what everyone else been saying. Like, make it make sense. So then Wendy speaks up. She says, I don't think that's fair because everyone reacts to things differently. And Robin's like, I didn't do anything to Candace. She says, I repeatedly said that Chris didn't have bad intentions when he spoke to Giselle. And then she says, now she regrets even showing support if she knew that this was going to be the outcome. So that shows that you wasn't a friend. You regret showing support. Regardless of what the outcome is, why would you regret how you felt? That's why I just said, Robin, just get her out of here, man. They thought we wanted her back because of the fact that she didn't share her information last season. No. Y'all could have left her where the fuck she was at. So Candace says that Robin is playing the victim. And Ashley's like, well, Candace, do you stand on do you believe what you said still to this day? Candace says at this point, she said, I don't even know. And at this, I was kind of lost with Candace. I was like, what do you mean you don't know? I was just like, everybody was looking at her like, what? I was like, damn, Candace, you're not looking right now. I'm talking about you don't know. She says, I don't care. I mean, she said, I don't know. And at this point, it doesn't matter. I'm just like, yeah, just say it doesn't matter at this point. So Robin's like, well, cordial is as good as it's going to get with me and Candace. Candace is like, well, at this point, I'm open to shutting the fuck up and moving on. And I'm just like, yes, move on. We don't want to hear about this shit no more. Leave it where it's at. So Giselle goes to get this. It's like a firecracker. God damn it. I didn't even realize the J was still lit. God damn it, I burnt a hole in it. God damn it. That just made me mad. Anyway, Giselle brings some type of, it wasn't even a candle on the cake. I don't know what that was. But brings this little cupcake for Ashley to blow out. Almost burnt Ashley up. The ladies, they sing happy birthday to Ashley. Ashley talks in her confessional about how she's spent 8 birthdays with these ladies. They show the clips of all the years and all that. And all of Ashley's little moments or whatever. Ashley's like she's going to look back at her younger self and be proud of how far she's came. How far have you come? You got 2 kids, you divorced. I mean, you getting a divorce, but you don't want to get the divorce because you don't want to not be taken care of financially. How far have you come, Ashley? You not come that far yet. Man, I should have brought my scissors. Scissors just don't bleed. So, and then they show a couple hours later, the ladies are turning up, and Ashley jumps in the pool, and Wendy pushes Mia in the pool. I thought that was going to be a thing, but it was playful, and Mia took it as playful, so I was like, okay. So the next morning, while on FaceTime with Ike, Nneka shares in her confessional that Ike does plan on transitioning his schedule to Potomac so they can focus more on having a baby. I don't even really talking about... I just feel like I had to bring it up because it was a scene and it was a moment about Nneka. I guess we want to know more about Nneka. We don't really give a fuck because she came in wrong. So we don't really care for her. I mean, I know I don't. Let me stop saying we because this is how I feel. I don't know how y'all feel watching. So then we get this scene with Giselle and Karen. They go by the pool to talk. I immediately knew what this talk was going to be about before they even sat down to talk because when Robin called out Wendy and Candace for making faces or whatever, Giselle said in her confessional that she felt like Karen was sticking up for Wendy and Candace at the moment. Because Karen said in that moment that everybody makes faces at different times, which she's not wrong about. Because I just said, like, remember when Wendy was talking about her mom and Giselle and Robin was making faces? It's just like, come on. Let's call a thing a thing. Like, the goalpost is always moving, you know? That's what Candace said. So I already knew what this conversation was going to be about before Giselle and Karen even sat down. So Giselle says to Karen, I feel like you act different around Wendy and Candace. She brings up the conversation that they was having about Wendy and Candace making faces. And I'm just like, girl, as much as you play in Karen's face and talk shit about her in the confessionals, why do you always expect so much from Karen when you do so little and you do so much to her, to try to hurt her? It's just like, why do you expect so much? It's annoying. I'm just like, you just mad. I just feel like she's just mad because Karen is friends with the darker skinned girls. And that's a problem for Giselle. She wants everybody to be against Karen and Candace and Wendy, especially Karen, because Karen is an OG. And she feel like if all the OGs are against Candace and Wendy, it'd be easier and quicker and a better way to get them out of here. But no, she just can't stand it. So Candace like, well, the thing is that It's the fact that I'm neutral and you all have a problem with that. And I'm just like, say it again, Karen. Say it again. So she says she's tired of people coming to her about what she should and should not say just because she's an OG. She says to Giselle, you had the opportunity to say to them that your kids are off limits your damn self. Because Giselle says to Karen, like, I thought you would have said kids are off limits in that moment. And Karen's like, you could have said that shit your damn self. And I was like, yes, Karen, yes, tell her ass. Because Giselle just be having, one thing that bitch be having is the audacity. It grinds my gears, bruh. Like, it grinds my gears. So then Giselle says, oh, I just don't want to feel like you're out here saying things about me when I'm not around. So then Karen says, oh, if I have anything to say to you, I'm going to say it to your face. And then they show a clip of the last episode of Karen's talking about Giselle saying she has nothing going on or whatever. In Karen's defense, and like I don't care. I am a huge Karen stan. I love me some Karen Huger. You cannot make me hate her. So, like I said, I might be a little biased. But in Karen's defense, that clip they showed of her talking about Giselle had just did a whole ceremony crowning Nneka, giving her a sash for Grand Dame, trying to get under Karen's skin. So Karen was definitely in her right to say what she was saying to Candace in that moment, in that clip that they showed. Don't do Karen. Don't do Karen. I don't like that. So they have a makeup. They make up a little and they hug. I just was like, I don't understand how Karen could do it. I could never be friends with somebody like Giselle. So then the ladies, they arrive to this restaurant, Altos de Chavannes. They take pictures outside of this world-known church that Michael Jackson supposedly got married at or engaged at or something like that. Then they sit down for brunch. Karen brings up that she's starting her weight training. So, of course, Mia, she asks Karen, oh, when are we going to meet this trainer? So that's what Karen finally tells the ladies who her trainer is ex-NFL player Vernon Davis. So all the ladies like, oh, and so Ashley's like, oh, I know Vernon. So all the ladies like, oh, how you know Vernon? So Ashley starts blushing. She's like, I gotta get up and go to the bathroom. She gets up to go to the bathroom. All the ladies like, oh, is that the dude she said she slept with in January? So then Ashley comes back to the table and she says, oh, we're just friends or something. She says like that. She says we flirted a little in person, on social media, things like that, but nothing like that, she says. The ladies in their confessional give their opinions on what Ashley said. Then the ladies are in their confessionals talking about giving their opinions on Karen having Vernon Davis as her trainer. I don't even remember what they said. So then Karen, I love Karen for this. So she brings up the conversation that she had with Giselle. She says, well, Giselle brought up that she feels like I'm different around Wendy and Candace. So then Mia says, well, you are different when you're around the group. When you're around the group, Candace and Wendy included. She says, when you're around the group, Wendy and Candace included, you're a lot meaner. And then they show all these clips trying to like justify what Mia said. And I'm just like, no, what are we doing? Why do they always try to do that to Karen? Why? We know Karen stretches the truth a little bit. Sometimes we know Karen sometimes does this and does that, whatever. But we still love Karen. And it's just like, why are y'all trying to drag her so much? It's like they have nothing better to do. It feels like y'all really do hate on her. It's like not hate her, but hate on her. The way that y'all be trying to come for her so much. So Robin's like, oh, I feel the same way, even though we don't have the best relationship, and I have zero expectations for, and Karen was like, thank you, Robin, and I have zero for you too. I was like, yes, get them. I love how Karen just be shading. It ain't even shade at this point. I love how she just pisses off Robin, like bitch, Robin is non-existent to her. I like that. So then here go Kierna again, making me not like her. She in this type of conversations, you should just tune out. You should just stay out of it because you do not know the depth of what's going on. So Kierna chimes in. She says, although I don't know the extent of the beef, she said I can still tell that there's some underlying issues. I'm just like, girl, wait, why? If you don't know the extent, then just be quiet. So Candace is like, oh no, it doesn't need to be. Yeah, because Kierna says I can see there's an underlying issue between Candace and Giselle. So Candace is like, oh, it doesn't need to be discussed. And I'm just like, see, Candace, you should have had the same energy for Robin from episode 1. But I'm glad she feels that way about Robin now. So now it's like, pay them bitches dust, Candace. So she's like, oh, that doesn't need to be discussed. I'm like, yes. So then Wendy's like, Wendy tells Kierna, like, when you see us going at it, it's not like we've always disliked each other. We actually were friends at first. But now we aren't. Because she asked Kierna's like, are you guys friends now? And it looks like Wendy kind of looks to Giselle to see what Giselle's answer is going to be. And I'm just like, no, bitch, just say no. You are not cool with them. Stop trying to... I hate how Wendy and Candace try to be so cool with these bitches. And they just colorist and they don't fuck with y'all. Just stop it. I hate seeing them try so hard. It's like, no. Because, like, who are they to try for? Who are Giselle and Robin to try for? So the ladies split up. Mia, Karen, Wendy, Candace, they go to play tennis, and Giselle, Robin, Kierna, and NECA, and Ashley, they go shooting. You could tell Robin chose those groups for a reason. Like Robin said, which I appreciated at the beginning of this trip, she said, this is not a trip for a kumbaya moment, bringing ladies. I'm not doing none of that. I appreciated that because I was like, we don't want that. We don't need it. Me personally, I don't care for it. Like I'm saying, I'm here for the divide. I don't mind them showing 2 separate scenes. So Giselle asked Kierna, how do you feel about being on the trip with the ladies? And Kierna says, everyone's different. I really want to get to know everyone one-on-one. So then Robin Shady asked Kierna, well, Wendy brought you in the group. Did she tell you about any of the ladies beforehand? So Kierna's like, no, she didn't say anything. She says that she knows about Wendy and NECA's beef, and she says she feels if someone wants to just move forward, then they should just apologize and move forward. So then NECA asked Kierna, like, well, if she asked Kierna, like, are you telling Wendy this as well? So Kierna's like, well, Wendy's the one that felt offended. Oh, excuse me. So NECA's like, well, oh, I didn't feel offended? And here goes Giselle. She was definitely offended. By what? By her calling you a bitch and a crackhead? Other than that, what slanderous things did she say to you that you are so offended by? You called this lady's mama a witch. You said that she got shrines and y'all both are Igbo. Y'all both African from the same tribe. Like, come on. So NECA's like, oh, I didn't feel offended. So Kierna's like, she says, well, you did what worked for you, but it didn't work for Wendy. So NECA starts getting irritated by Kierna defending Wendy, basically. She's like, you know what? I don't care. So Kierna asks NECA, is there any other issues? And NECA's like, oh, I don't know. You tell me because you're trying to stir the pot. So then Kierna and NECA, they have a back and forth. I ain't gonna lie, when they showed this clip for last episode, when they showed this preview of NECA and Kierna getting into it, I didn't realize that Giselle and all them was sitting right beside. They made that scene look like it was just them two having a one-on-one argument. But they go back and forth. Then we cut away back to tennis where Mia randomly tells them that she used to sell feet pics. I'm just like, Mia, At this point, we don't know what to believe. Wendy calls Mia Socrates. She's like, she always got a story to tell. You know, Wendy probably wanted to be like, she always got a story to lie about. I'm just like, hey, Socrates. Then they cut away back to Giselle and them, and Giselle asked Kierna and Nneka and Robin and Ashley, like, how do you guys feel about Karen's trainer, about Vernon? Ashley starts blushing, gets up out of her seat, and they cut away back to Mia and them, and Mia asks the ladies how they feel about Ashley, and she says that I actually spoke to Ashley. She came to my house, and she says that she's scared to get the divorce because she won't get that money that she thought she was gonna get. Then they go back to Ashley and them, and Ashley's like, I do find Vernon attractive, and definitely like a little crush. And it's like, okay. Ashley's so white at times because Giselle asked her, was Vernon Flower or something like that. I can't even remember. And Ashley said something like, oh, spiffy or something. She said some corny ass word. I can't even remember what it was. So then back with the ladies, Candace says that by Ashley having a non-existent relationship with her father, she feels that Ashley may feel abandoned again with this divorce, abandoned by a father figure since Michael is such older than her, so much older than her. And then the ladies, they all started talking about divorce. I had no idea Karen was married before Ray, because she talks about how she was so devastated when she went through her divorce, and her mom was giving her what's the damn word? Her mom was comforting her. I mean, we should have known Mia was divorced before. She was like, girl, I hopped in my car, I only had $100 or something, she said. I'm just like, Mia, we don't believe shit you say anymore. I'm sorry. But they all agree that Ashley is not ready for divorce. So then we get the scene before dinner. Ashley, she's FaceTiming with Michael and the kids, and Michael turns the camera off. And Ashley says in her confessional that Michael said if he's on camera again on this show, he's suing her. And I was like, sheesh. I was like, well, girl, you better be lucky he did take the camera off himself. So we get this last dinner scene. The ladies, they arrived at dinner for their last night in DR. Candace and Wendy, they bring up Ashley's divorce. That bring up Ashley's divorce. They bring up Mia talking about Ashley's divorce when they were all at tennis. Wendy says, Wendy says to Ashley, Mia basically called you a gold digger. So Mia, she owns up to it. One thing I get of Mia, she'll own up to something sometimes. So Mia's like, I did say that. She says, Ashley, last year you were you were doing a lot of TikToking, and I feel like you don't want to get the divorce right now because you married Michael for his money. So Ashley's like, Mia, did you marry Gordon for his money? So Mia's like, I might have, but I'm not the one getting divorced right now. I thought that was funny. I'm not the biggest Mia fan, but Mia be having some moments that be cracking me up. She said, I may have, but I'm not the... And you get some ladies in the background like, oh, no, that's not what you said yesterday. You said you had the money. I was just like, bruh. I know y'all heard them saying that in the background. Ashley says in her confession that Mia is jealous because Mia thought she was gold digging, but she was actually digging, but she actually got fool's gold. I thought that was pretty funny. So then Ashley tells the ladies, Michael only pays for child support. But then she says in her confessional that he also pays for her car, and they also have a joint account that she uses only for the kids and Uber Eats, and that she also has an emergency credit card that she also uses for the kids. I'm just like, I don't know how much I buy. You got too much funds coming from him, and you saying it's all for the kids. I don't buy it all. And then she's laughing while she's saying some of it. So it's like sometimes it's like, how do we even take her seriously? So the green-eyed bandits, or like I call them, the green-eyed colorist twins. They bring up Karen's trainer, and Karen's like, first of all, I am in good shape to be 60, and she is. So then Robin's like, well, which one is it? Are you in good shape or you have heart problems? And Giselle will get to laughing, and I'm just like, what type of question was that? Like, what type of statement was? Did you think you ate with that? Robin be thinking she be eating with shit. It's just like, no. You basically saying she can't be in shape and have heart problems at the same time. Like I was just so weird out by that. Karen told her ass, there's going to be some cardiovascular people coming for your ass. I thought that was funny as hell. I was like, yeah, because you just not making no sense. So I think they asked her why does she have Vernon Davis as her trainer when he's not a personal trainer. He's still an NFL athlete. If you ask me, NFL athletes can be trainers the way they train. Like, come on. It's type of stupid ass questions that I just feel like they just trying to take digs at Karen. Is so annoying. So Karen's like, well, first of all, I've had numerous different. She says, first of all, I've had numerous amounts of different trainers. She says she chose Vernon specifically because she wants to work on her inner thighs. I thought that was funny and had me looking at Karen sideways. You know, I'm looking at you sideways, Karen. I still love you, girl. Just like maybe some good eye candy. I feel like she said that to Ray when she was talking about getting a new trainer. It's like, as long as she looking and ain't touching, you know? So then the ladies started singing, work on your inner thighs. Work on the inner thighs. It was somewhat comical because Karen starts to get up and dance. So I thought that was funny. And I think they toasted to their final night in DR. All in all, this episode was okay. Like I said, I would probably put it at a C+ now. I did. At the beginning of this review, I did say I would put it between a B- and a C+, but now that I have reviewed everything, I feel like I would put it at a C+. This episode was mid. I didn't like how many times they come at Karen because they too scared to come at Wendy and Candace. The people y'all have problems with, y'all don't want to come at, but y'all want to come at Karen. It just make it make sense. Did we see preview for the next episode? I don't even remember. Oh, yes, we did. Charisse is back. Who missed Charisse? Because I didn't. I was wondering why she went on the trip if she's a friend of, but I really didn't care. I don't really care about Charisse. We don't need to see Charisse. But she's back in the next episode, and she's having some dinner, and she's being messy by inviting Jacqueline, knowing that her and Mia is not fucking with each other, even though she's cool with Jacqueline, but still. And then I think we see her and Robin getting into it. I don't know if her and Robin was just yelling at the same time. I don't know. But like I said, I'm ready for them to wrap this show up. I really thought it was going to end when Married to Medicine did. I was kind of upset that it didn't. I'm ready for them to wrap this up and get into the reunion. Even though I feel like the reunion is not going to give what it's supposed to give neither. But we shall see. Ooh, excuse me. Thanks for watching this review. And comment below what you thought of this episode. What you would grade the episode. If I forgot anything or was off on anything particular, let me know in the comments. That's what you guys are here for. Like this video. Subscribe to my channel. I don't only review RHOP. I review other shows as well. If you like ratchet stuff, I just did a review of the Baddies Caribbean auditions. Check that out if you watch. I gotta do my Married to Medicine reunion review. Check that out if you watch. Be on the lookout for that. And just check out my channel because I have other stuff there. Covers, freestyles. I still got to post my newest ones I haven't posted. But yeah, just check out my channel. You never know what's there. Again, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, notification bell. Hit the notification bell. When I post, you will see it as soon as I post if you hit that notification bell. Yeah, and thanks for watching again. And yeah, see y'all in the next review. Peace.